Salutations everyone and welcome to What Mattered, the show where I tell you what mattered in the news this week. Pokemon Go is finally out and the servers are down again. Pokemon Go, the augmented reality game, is finally out for most parts of the world. It will be released out throughout the rest of the week and other parts that is yet to reach as of now. But it did a lot of things this launch. It's the #1 free app on iOS and Android. It boosted Nintendo's stock prices up 10% and nobody can play it. The servers have been just, as we would expect for something like this, absolutely bogged down with intense traffic. Some people can't sign up, some people like myself can't play the game. There was a 30-hour stretch where I just couldn't connect to the servers. I was briefly able to get on this morning, and so far for the rest of the day, servers have been down. The longest stretch that the servers were up, at least for me, was when it shortly after its American launch, and that was available for like 6 or so hours. So everyone's finding all these Pokemon around the house, around the park. They're going to gyms and, claiming that as their own. Apparently they want to go to a lot of churches. This Nintendo game is sending a lot of people to churches. Probably it's like, a Google algorithm of putting all these centers at churches and putting, gyms at parks and like high density, attraction spots, so they didn't have to individually place them, but I don't know. Also know is the game is hugely popular. People are sending screenshots and making new memes out of finding Pokemon in certain situations all across the globe. It is sweeping the nation. It's even grabbing some brand new fans, and you can see why Nintendo stock would shoot up because of this enormous popularity. Because, while it does have microtransactions, to, get you more items and help you capture Pokemon faster, maybe level them up faster, still, with people that aren't putting any money into the game, are still going to be, hooked into the franchise. Maybe they want some merch or, pick up the new Pokemon Sun and Moon that come out later this year on the 3DS. So, it's a thing. It's hype. It's a bad Pokemon game, but as an augmented reality game, it's the hotness. There have been rumors, there have been teases, but this week we got pretty much official confirmation on Overwatch's new character that will most likely be revealed July 21st at San Diego Comic-Con at a panel of behind the scenes of Overwatch's newest character. I'll be there to give you guys all the details of what's going on. We've heard rumors about the next character being a sniper. We've also heard, it's going to be Pharah's mom, who worked with Soldier 76 and Reaper back in the day. And this week, we got through an official Blizzard channel, schematics of a sniper rifle healing weapon that was designed by Torbjorn, meant for Mercy, but she didn't want it because this weapon this technology could be weaponized. And so, is it a healer? Is it a sniper? Is it a sniping healer? Is it a healer that can also snipe? A sniper that can also heal? Is it Pharah's mom? Probably. But regardless, it's going to be hype. I don't know, when they're going to announce when the character's going to come out. Most likely, maybe in the fall would be my guess. I don't know if it'll hit the end of summer. But we knew that, eventually new characters were going to be coming to Overwatch. We know that they were in the prototype phases of at least an additional character. So, and also, of course, other maps and different changes to the content that currently exists. So we knew that there was going to be something, and it's nice that they're, giving us at least something to look forward to, and we're going to have some concrete data on it for you guys on July 21st at Comic-Con, at the Blizzard panel. So follow me on Twitter if you want literally up to the minute details on Overwatch. We're singing San Diego. Attack on Titan Season 2 will be coming out spring of 2017. We know that there was an announcement, in 2014 that there was going to be a Season 2 and it would come out in 2016. And we're like, that's a long ways away, but I guess we'll wait. Now it's 2016 and we have no Attack on Titan Season 2. But now we have official confirmation, once again, that it'll be coming out spring of 2017. We have some new artwork featuring I'm not going to spoil it for you. If you haven't seen the first season, you should definitely check it out. It's on Netflix. Definitely recommend the sub on that one. But it's a very, very popular show based off of one season. And of course, we have the manga, best-selling, really, really good. And then we had that weird Attack on Titan junior high chibi kind of thing that also was viewed relatively well. And now we finally have the second season. That'll be coming out spring of 2017. So get hyped and, protect the napes of your neck. The Battlefield 1 closed alpha started this week. I myself was lucky enough to get a code. Don't ask me how. I don't know. EA just shined kindly upon me. I don't know. I don't think they're sending out any more codes, and unless you have a connection to EA, you can't get one yourself. It's a closed alpha. This is pretty cut and dry. This is how they've worked in the past. It is one map on either Conquest or Domination. And I would expect the beta to just be the same map as well, because Battlefield Hardline was only one map on the beta, Battlefield 4 was one map on the beta, and Battlefield 3 was one map on the beta. So I would expect when the beta does eventually roll out, I don't know if it'll start closed and then be open or be straight up open to everybody. We can figure that there will be an open beta somewhere down the road. There is no official date for that yet. But all I can tell you is I've played quite a few hours in the closed alpha, and it is a gorgeous game with all of the World War I-ness. That was, quite a big of a gamble on their side for making a World War I shooter, because, the technology is going to be very limited in what you can do. Magazines and clips are smaller to make reloads more of a big impact on the game, as well as switching to your secondary. We have all these, different vehicles. We have these fast tanks that can, plow through walls and shit, but they can't aim very much and will require much more people than your modern tank to operate to full efficiency. We have the warplanes, which aren't as fast as the jets, and they definitely cannot maneuver very well or quickly, and they do not have, any homing missiles or anything like that, but we do have bombers, we got the machine guns, we got a giant blimp in the sky that is raining death and destruction across the field. So from a cinematic standpoint, it is gorgeous, running on that Frostbite 3 engine, all the destructible environments, the sound design. It seems like you're in World War I, or at least what we can imagine, because nobody from that time is still with us. But if you've ever seen a really good World War I or World War II movie, it definitely has pegged the feel of that down, when all of your teammates are converging on a hill to take a point. And while it is very different from other games, in the modern setting or World War II setting because of the technology available, it still has all of the roles that you would expect from Battlefield games. So if you played, any of the previous 3 Battlefield games, or 4 or 5, I don't know, nothing is going to be too alien to you, because everything just basically has a different name and functionality, and it's fun. It's definitely a lot of fun. I will have my full thoughts, reviews, as well as highlights on Battlefield 1 Alpha on this channel within the next week, so stay tuned for that. The Tomb Raider movie will be coming out March 16th of 2018, and it will be a Lara Croft origin story inspired by the new reboot line of Tomb Raider games, of course starring Alicia Vikander, who won the Oscar for Ex Machina this year in the Oscars. The movie was last year, and that's definitely a reason to be excited. Especially since we're starting to see more video game translations into movies through, different rating systems and, different genres. We've seen some mild success with something like Angry Birds, and then we've seen some, that actually came out, like Ratchet and Clank, which was, gone, as soon as it came in the theaters and didn't make any money. The Assassin's Creed movie is expected to not make money, according to Ubisoft, but that's okay for them. So I'm excited for that. It could be the first good video game movie, and Tomb Raider definitely, if you've played any of the recent Tomb Raider movies or video games, has definitely the potential for a really easy movie translation to be cinematic, character driven, and all the action that we could hope for. And Alicia Vikander is definitely an actress that can do that. Anywho, that is what mattered this week. If you would like to know what matters in the future, you can hit the subscribe button. One of these comes out every single Saturday. Hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you next time.